Tonight, a 24-year-old is the island's 12th recorded road fatality for the year after being struck by a car on Monday. Castries Southeast MP Guy Joseph takes a local journalist to task for her quote-unquote political agenda. And all things Carnival 2019 come to Hot 7 TV with the introduction of Vaval TV. The details are coming up.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Lovelace and Amy Joseph.
Good night. It is Tuesday, the 11th of June, 2019. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We're on Flow, channel 117, also being simulcast on Kiss FM 105.5 and 105.9. You can also watch on our website, www.caribbeanhottv.com, or our free Caribbean Hot FM mobile app. I'm Lovely St. Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. Police have confirmed the death of a 24-year-old over the weekend as a result of him being hit by a car whilst attempting to cross the Castries Grocery Highway. However, could there be a deeper plot to this gruesome and tragic tale? Rochelle Gonzalez reports.
A night of fun turned into a morning of tragedy and mourning after a Foasho man became the island's 12th road fatality victim. It is reported that the deceased met his gruesome demise shortly after attending the Vice Beach event, which was held at the Malabar Beach in Vidbute. Since the incident, which occurred in the early hours of Monday, videos showing the bloody aftermath, including images of the severed leg of the victim, have been circulated like wildfire on social media. Press Relations Officer of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, Corporal Anne Joseph, gave the details of the incident.
Police are investigating the circumstances surrounding the death of Ted Lirish as a result of a vehicular accident which occurred about 1:30 a.m. on Monday, June 10, 2019 at Vidbute, Castries. The 24-year-old of Hospital Road, Castries was allegedly attempting to cross the highway and was hit along the southbound lane towards Castries. He was later pronounced dead by a medical practitioner. A post-mortem examination is scheduled for a later date, and this was the 12th recorded road fatality for the year 2019.
Although the circumstances surrounding Larish's reasons for crossing the highway are unknown, unofficial sources revealed that he did so in an attempt to escape an attack from gang members. Assistant Commissioner of Police with responsibility for operations, George Nicholas, said Monday's incident serves as a bleak and painful warning to the masses, reminding them to adhere to road safety rules.
Persons need to adhere to road safety measures that are in place. I urge persons, pedestrians and motorists alike, to adhere to the rules and regulations of the road so that we can improve our own safety and the safety of other road users. I'm urging persons to use the pedestrian crossing, use the walkovers, especially in the busy carnival season coming up. We are going to continue preaching that message, and we are hoping that persons would adhere to those messages that we can save some lives.
When asked about the decision allowing the mass crowd event to be hosted at the venue, which many have deemed unsafe due to its close proximity to the deadly Castries Grocery Highway, Nicholas indicated that protocol was followed.
We look at each venue, and based on the location of the venue, we set certain standards as far as the security and safety is concerned. And the application was submitted to the Office of the Commissioner of Police. The standards that were set were met by the promoters, and as a result, the venue was approved.
Nicholas said in the near future, a more extensive look will be taken at future venue applications to give a better determination of whether the proposed site is conducive for mass crowd events or not. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I'm Rochelle Gonzalez.
Thank you, Rochelle. In other news, outside the House of Assembly, Castries Southeast MP Guy Joseph took a local news editor to task for what he says is her hidden political agenda. The MP is known as a firebrand politician, but on Tuesday, his behavior seemed bizarre to many. He refused to answer a question by the journalist, insisting that she should declare herself as a politician. He could not substantiate such a claim, but said he stood by what he said when he was pressed on the matter by the president of the Media Association of St. Lucia, Miguel Fevrier. Let's listen to the tense exchange outside the House of Assembly.
I have no intentions of answering any questions you ask me. If you want to be a politician, and then we will deal with it from a political perspective.
The news editor, Janika Simon, says she's simply doing her job and will continue to ask the relevant questions to get the MP and minister to account to the people of St. Lucia.
I am here in front of Parliament as I have been for quite some time, and Mr. Joseph said that he refused to engage in conversation with me and answer any questions. So I'm as baffled as you are right now about this. Not sure why he would take that position. As I have said before, journalists are political actors, and I make no apologies for that. I think that it is very unfortunate that a veteran member of parliament such as himself would continue to confuse partisanship with political action. So that's all I have to say about that.
Meanwhile, the Castries Southeast MP is resolute that he did not attack Dr. Kenny Anthony's family when he said he had a foreigner in his bed, yet complains about foreigners. Joseph says he was merely pointing out the hypocrisy of the Labour Party, but many have taken umbrage to the comment.
Because the Labour Party started by attacking foreigners when they realized that what they were doing was working against them to an extent. They changed the tagline from being foreigners to being undeserving foreigners. So I want to know who in St. Lucia and by what criteria do we decide who is undeserving foreigners and who are foreigners. Because the issue that I was highlighting is the hypocrisy that exists within the ranks of the Labour Party. Conveniently, they attack people. They say all kinds of things about people. But when you put out the truth in relation to their own position on matters, then you hear a different story being sung. I don't have a problem with that. And I said it. I said this is not a place that I intend to go. But you know how many times my wife has been attacked in Parliament? You know how many statements have been made, both publicly and in Parliament? So some people's wives are gold, and other people's wives, people can take liberty to say what they want about them, when they want, how they want.
The St. Lucia Fire Service is once again issuing a warning to members of the public on how to handle emergency situations involving casualties. Fire officials say it is better to protect oneself before trying to help others.
Following the gruesome accident and subsequent death of a 24-year-old Foasho male on Monday morning, the St. Lucia Fire Service is strongly reiterating advice and warnings to the masses on the do's and don'ts when approaching scenes of accidents. Pedestrian Ted Lariche succumbed to his injuries sustained after he was struck by a car along the Castries-Grosley Highway. Assistant Divisional Officer of the St. Lucia Fire Service, David Antoine, made his statement in reference to multiple videos currently in circulation of the scenes that followed the accident. In said videos, persons are seen surrounding the victim, whose leg was severed from his body, whilst arguing about whether he should be moved or not.
In cases where you have incidents of that nature, whether it be somebody fell off a tree or something, or a motor vehicle accident where persons are injured, it is advisable that you do not move that patient or those persons who are injured, because number one, you do not know the extent of the injuries which you could end up aggravating. Not unless you are trained EMT or have that kind of training would you know what is required to be done when you get into action. So it is advisable that you can only intervene if you have some level of skills when it comes to emergency technician skills.
In addition to the warning, Antoine advised persons to practice caution and to protect themselves from the possibility of serious infection.
Those persons intervening, even our firemen, they put on their gloves so as to protect themselves from any transmission that could take place through blood, for example, HIV and so on. So those persons, even though they are well trained too, they have to protect themselves so as to not get infected one way or the other. If that becomes, because there's always a potential for persons being infected, because you never know what people carry. But I know it's human nature to jump into action to want to assist their brother or their sister or their neighbor. but do so protecting yourself as well.
Antoine said self-preservation is important. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I'm Rochelle Gonzalez.
Carnival events, fashion hits and misses, top 7 music videos, St. Lucia Carnival 2019. An entertainment show with a difference. Hot 7 TV launches Vaval TV. It's a look into everything Carnival with exciting interviews, engaging content, and all the highlights from your favorite events. Vaval TV's presenter, Solange Alfred, tells us more.
Hot 7's high-definition TV programming just got hotter with the official launch of Vaval TV. The launch was held at the Cultural Development Foundation Conference Room, where key players in the world of entertainment, music and promotion gathered to witness the promo video and hear exactly what Vaval TV will encompass. Collaborating with longtime Carnival aficionado Teddy Francis was a no-brainer for the TV station, says production manager for Hot 7 TV, Kendall John. John says, with its allied radio station, Hot FM, leading the way, Hot 7 TV is quickly playing catch-up with the seasoned veterans in the television arena.
We introduced high definition to the local television landscape. So, like our sister station, Hot FM tag says, we're trendsetters, not copycats. And so, from the time we've established HD TV in St. Lucia, we could see a number of the other TV stations rushing after, falling over themselves to get HD compliant. We also have the advantage of being able to be flexible with our programming. And that is why, at this point in time, we can now switch it up and we can transform and allow ourselves to transform from Hot 7 TV into Hot 7 Vaval TV.
Providing a comprehensive overview of Vaval TV was collaborator and Carnival aficionado Teddy Francis. The veteran Carnival curator says a need has been met with the introduction of Vaval TV, looking to delve into the business, events and splendor of Lucian Mass.
So with Hot TV coming on, like Kendall indicated, in all fairness, the extremely impressive HD quality is very fitting for Carnival and images. And also they're not yet blocked up with all the talk shows and evenings and the programs. They're free and able to program every night. The format is the highlights of Carnival, a new edition every night from 8 to 10, 2 hours. That is looped and continued, but also full day coverage all throughout the week. A Saturday morning, a Sunday afternoon, you'll be seeing Carnival Queen contestants, band launches, calypso tents, soca performances, to really fill the landscape and ensure that everyone is able to follow the Carnival.
Francis notes the traditional take on the events will be thrown out the window, as Vaval TV looks to do things a lot differently.
We mentioned earlier the flashbacks of Carnival, the features and artists, the videos, the interviews, but aspects that are seldom captured on social media. The fashion, Vaval fashion will be one of the main programs. I see Talia and the group already happy, the heads up on the Vaval fashion. Advice, for example, on the weekend, Solange, one of the reporters and presenters, didn't focus on the stage and the DJs, but did a feature on who's what and who was not at Advice. That will be the approach to almost all the events, the entrance, from the very entrance, what people are wearing, what they should wear for Carnival, the makeup, the different approaches, the hair stylists will be featured in the program. That's a big happening. A simple feature like the 7 is Hot 7, so the 7 hot tunes of the week, the charts every week, Jordan, what are the Hot 7 tunes? They'll be featured, and so artists juggling to be featured at the top 7 tunes of every week. And lots of other features that are not traditional and conventional to TV.
Vaval TV stands ready to play its part in the enhancement of St. Lucia Carnival, with a promise to bring top quality, high-definition superiority with an engaging style that captivates and thrills viewers. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
You're watching the Hot 7 Nightly News. When we come back, a family of 3 is left homeless after a Dennery fire. And the Carnival season for the young ones is here. Stay with us.